Konnichiwa, and welcome to Tsuki no Ame, where we try Japanese sweets and treats. Today we have two treats to try from Sakura Co. And honestly, you're going to hear me say this a lot about the Sakura Co. box this month. Because this is one of those boxes where most everything in it I just really thought looked amazing. Uh, it seems like, some months are more geared to some tastes than others, and this one in particular really feels like they had somebody like me in mind. So I'm really excited about just about everything this month, which is really pretty fun. So the first thing we're going to try today, this is Usagi Hozui. So Hozui, we've actually, I believe Sakura sent us something very similar last month. This is a type of wagashi. It's very much like a marshmallow, and it is filled with a white bean paste. These ones in particular are shaped like tiny little bunnies, since it is, of course, the moon viewing box. And over in Japan, instead of the man on the moon, they have the bunny on the moon. And honestly, they're just super adorable. And in the culture guide, they have an entire spread on the company that makes them and how they do it, and they show like the production line and everything. It is really cool. The way that wagashi are made is just fascinating. Highly recommend looking into that, or just pull it up on YouTube. Watch their hands for just like a couple minutes as they make something. It is fascinating. Truly fascinating. We are also going to try, we got mochi this month, which is always happy, but this is Kokuto Kinako Mochi. So what that means in this particular case is, it has a filling made from Kokuto, which is the brown sugar from Okinawa, and is covered in Kinako, which is roasted soybean flour, both of which are really, really tasty and alone would make me kind of happy and looking forward to this. And having the two together, especially given that they both have really earthy, sweet flavors, I really think they're going to go well together. I am super excited to get to try that, just because I do think that these two flavors will really complement each other well. I am excited. So let's get started. Itadakimasu! Alright. So, starting with the rabbits. Oh, interesting. Okay. I did not realize that this package was actually sealed on the inside. Haha! I thought it was just folded over and taped. I did not realize that was actually sealed like that. Also, a side note to Sakura Co. I really appreciate that these are individually wrapped inside the package as well. Just a note. I appreciate that. Thank you. Because it means I can save the second rabbit for later. And these are so cute and darling. Oh my gosh. They are just... They have... the light is a little too harsh, but they have these little red eyes that have been painted on, and I don't know how well you can see it straight on, but when you kind of get the shadow, there are little bunny ears, and so it's just this very simple little shape that is utterly darling. These things are so cute. I love it when they send me wagashi. So when you set it on your tongue, you don't really taste much of anything at all, which is really kind of interesting. But when you bite into it, texturally, it's like a very firm and very dense marshmallow, but it is very similar to marshmallow. and the bean paste is so smooth, it actually matches the texture of the marshmallow really closely, and they're just very, very sweet. I am really grateful that they are not any bigger than this, because eating that entire little bunny at the same time, you guys, extremely sweet. I wouldn't want to have anything really bigger, much bigger than that, truthfully, because it is so, so sweet. But it is really good. It is really tasty. The flavors go well together, and again, it just texturally, like, they just kind of all blend. Uh, Plus, again, they're just so darling. If you get the chance to try, highly recommend. Super, super fun. Sakurako, please keep sending wagashi. I personally appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for giving me the chance to experience wagashi from the comfort of my own home, since it's going to be a while before I can get to Japan. So, moving on to our mochi, which I'm also just so, so excited for. I can already smell it. I can smell the Kinako. So for the sake of trying to keep this from getting too crazy, I'm only going to pull out the one piece and then slide it right back in. Holy cow. Seriously, I've been getting the best mochi since starting this channel, and this is no exception. This thing is so, so soft. Oh, this is so soft and squishy. It is amazing. Mochi is one of those things where I know I love mochi. I always know I love mochi. But sometimes I get something like this and it's like, oh right, I really love mochi. Maybe this is why. This thing is so, so soft. It is so soft to the touch. It is so soft when you have it in your mouth and you're chewing on it. It is so good. You right away, of course, get that kinako powder as soon as it touches your tongue. The mochi itself is also sweet. Plus, then you have that filling made from Kokuto. It is extremely sweet. One of the reasons why I again appreciate that these are small pieces, but it is really, really good. And as I thought, the Kokuto and the Kinako do work really well together, and I feel like having just the foundation of a regular piece of mochi that hasn't been flavored one way or the other helps balance that out, because they're both very strong flavors, and it's all very, very sweet. It is so good though, so worth it. Also highly recommend. Pretty much always. This is amazing. Kochiso-sama. So to recap, we did our Usagi Hozui, which is a type of Japanese wagashi, or a Japanese traditional Japanese sweet. Its texture is kind of a firm, dense marshmallow. Plus, it has a white bean filling that is just very, very smooth. It all works together really well. Really good, and they are super adorable. We also did the Kokuto Kinako Mochi, which also very, very sweet. Very soft mochi, extremely soft mochi. And the earthy flavors of the Kinako and the Kokuto for the filling really work well, especially just with kind of that base of just the plain mochi that, again, just so good. It's hard to beat a good piece of mochi, honestly. I love it. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. If you like my shirt, the link for that is down in the description below. And please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Jane!